This is Dolynny TV, and guys, wow, we are back to the videos in MLB The Show 18. Of course, if you didn't catch yesterday's live stream featuring the offseason, we didn't do too much. Traded away a bunch of prospects, didn't really gain anyone too valuable. Josh Naylor is now on the team, I believe, so we'll stay tuned for that. We'll see how he does this spring training, but you see here, already off the top, we have a new ace for the Toronto Blue Jays. Guys, a reminder, if you enjoy the video, you don't have to do it right away. Don't do it right away. I want you to enjoy the video, get into it, then leave a thumbs up, like if you want, because this is going to be a good episode. We got a lot of storyline to cover here. So the lineups, the exact same lineup as we had going into last season, except Ramon Santos, I'm going to give him the time. He's 23 years old, 78 overall, A potential. Like, this guy is going to grow for us. He had 26 games played, 29 total in his career, 105 at bats, 15 runs, 18 hits, a career 171 batting average. The reason why I'm giving him the shot here, this doesn't make a lot of sense over Dwight Smith Jr., who had, what, a career year last year. You see 20 homers, 67 RBIs, 276 batting average. The reason I'm doing it, Dwight Smith Jr. is 30 years old. The kids are all right on this club. The bats have really come through, so I believe Ramon Santos can get the job done. We're going to see what he can do. We'll leave Dwight Smith Jr. in against no DH situations. We'll leave him in there to get him some playing. Actually, no, never mind. He doesn't get playing time because I got Vladdy G Daddy Jr. out there in right field to help out. Okay, so never mind. We're good. We're covered. We're gold. I'm fine. I am dandy. I think the camera just glitched. Pardon me if the thing's unsync here. But the pitching rotation, another thing we have to talk about. James Paxton, the new ace based on being 87 overall. Marcus Stroman, 87 overall. So these two are going to flip-flop all year long. We'll see them skip starts for each other throughout the year, that kind of thing. Rico Encarnacion in there. Mackenzie Gore, if you guys missed that big trade, we traded away Steven Matz and Sean Reed-Foley for Mackenzie Gore. He's 82 overall, down from an 84. He's peed off about his contract. He's not happy about being in Canada, all that good jazz. But we should see him grow quite a bit this season. He features a four-seamer, curveball, slider, and a circle change. Kind of what I used to throw back in the day, minus the slider. So we'll see what he can do for us, that is for sure. And Rafael Gomez will get the chance at 22 years old. Hasn't had a game in the majors, okay? Follow this. Since 2020, which was way long ago. That was year 3 when he was, what, 19? 19, yeah, that makes sense. 19 years old. He had 8 innings pitched and a 6.48 ERA. He's toiled in the minors ever since. He's a 78 overall. I'm excited to see what he can do. I believe Ryan Baraki will be sticking up here because Joe Biagini, sure, he had a 4.73 ERA, logged all those innings for us, did okay. But you see, he's an 82. I don't know what we do with Joe Biagini. I think we almost trade him, honestly, and let one of our young kids get the job done. I'm really not sure. Almost might send him down to the minors just for the heck of it at this point. But there you go. So that's kind of what we're running through. No big changes to the bullpen as you saw. So let's get up to this Atlanta game and see how we rock through the spring training. And we rock through it pretty good. 12-5. It's an alright record. I will take that 10 out of 10 every time. Rico Encarnacion, how about that? 1-0. 0.90 ERA. Garrett Aker struggling. Albert Almora doing his thing though, man. Albert Almora is just an absolute monster. And you got Carlos Correa doing alright. Same thing with Chris Bryant. The numbers are there batting average wise. Not hit home runs and RBIs. That's okay. Ryan Tellez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Tommy Wells. Those are numbers, man. This guy always rakes in spring training. Ramon Santos, there you go. That's the progression we need. We need him to show that he can bat above 230 this year. And Aramis Garcia is our catcher. You know what we're getting, right? Manny Delgado. Then you got Dwight Smith Jr. really struggling out of the gate this year. JT Realmuto, same thing. Logan Wormuth. Josh Naylor, the new acquisition. Kevin Connor. Oh man, look at Kevin Connor batting 400 on 20 at bats. Good go. Joel Chavez. Alfonso Ojeda, who I'm really not too keen on having him as our catcher. I would rather Riley Adams, who is 0 for 2. Alex Killarov, Barry Borders, and Jeff Link as well. So there you go. That's kind of what's going on there. James Paxton, 327. Marcus Stroman, 675. Looking like the real life Marcus Stroman right there. Mackenzie Gore 2.08 and Rafael Gomez. Those are solid numbers. If I can get anywhere close to that in real season play, I'm going to be 100% happy with Rafael Gomez. Joe Biagini struggling. Roberto Castillo doing okay. Ryan Brockie doing okay. Look at that. He is 3-0. He's got 3 wins on the belt. Yeah, it is just a little bit of a mess in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz really performing for us. You got TJ Zuck doing okay. Shea Simmons doing it, and Sam Sims getting blown up, and Roberto Osuna 2.84, 6.1 innings pitched. He is still a Toronto Blue Jay in my mind, at least in this franchise mode. Of course, you guys know what happened with him. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to go check out my trade reaction to the Roberto Osuna to Houston for Ken Giles and the other two. Please, make sure you do that. So let's get right through this. You guys see our ranks. We're going to get through spring training and see where we end up. Couple of losses in there, but we end up 19-9. We don't even lose 10 games in spring training this time out. How's that for your luck, eh? That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Garrett Aker, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. Look at Garrett Aker. He is on pace to mash like 25 homers this year, I think. And that would be absolutely monster if we saw that out of the 23-year-old. This guy could be potentially a 99 overall by the end of the season. Albert Almora doing his thing. I mean, look at these numbers. They are just godly for this team. We are going to be so well off this season. It ain't even going to be funny. Ramon Santos ends up hitting 4 homers, 16 RBIs, and a 265 batting average. It is spring training, but keep in mind, those are insane numbers. Manny Delgado, Dwight Smith Jr., JT Realmuto, Logan Warmworth, Josh Naylor, Kevin Connor, Joel Chavez. So now becomes the chance of a lifetime to get this done right. And we will send to AAA Joe Biagini. Yes, we will option Joe Biagini to AAA. That just makes sense because now we've got a bunch of starters in the major leagues that we have to send down. Move to AAA without clearing optional attempt pass this player through waivers. Oh my, we are out of. This is what I was worried about. Okay, so we got to pass these guys through waivers. Yep, that'll be good. That's good on him. TJ Zuck is out. So we have to pass him through waivers, and that means we will keep Ryan Brockie up here. He's a fan favorite. I got to keep him. We'll send down Roberto Castillo for now. And Roberto Castillo has been placed on optional waivers. The other organization, if he has not been claimed, he will be assigned to Buffalo. So there you go. That is tough. That's a really tough way for it to go, but hopefully it solves our problems. Jordan Hicks, up here, we have to send him down to AAA as well. Oh my God, we are going to lose some good talent here, boys. This could be devastating for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's a disaster, but either way, Alfonso Ojeda will move him down. There we go. He was an easy move. JT Realmuto, we'll move him down. We're mint. So Realmuto down to AAA. And that gives us Riley Adams, who will get his first crack at the major leagues. He's played time in the majors, warmed up, sat on the bench, all that, but he hasn't ever played an actual game, so we'll see what he does for us this year. Kevin Connor will move him to AAA. We'll send down Josh Naylor to AAA. You know what? We'll sit on that a second. Jeff Link, yes, we have to move him to AAA for sure. Joel Chavez, move him to AAA, absolutely. Logan Warmworth, we'll keep him up here. Manny Delgado, Ramon Santos. Manny Delgado. Really, what do you do with Manny Delgado? I think you send him down to AAA. And we'll send him down there and see if that keeps up. Barry Borders. And, of course, Dwight Smith Jr. So now we have one guy we got to make a decision on. And I believe that is our man, Josh Naylor. So the question becomes, what do we have for a pitching rotation? Pitching rotation is solidified. So we have one too many guys on the bench, and that's Alex Killaroff in right field. So we'll send him down to the minors. And that solves it right there. We can lose him. This team a mess, guys. I wanted you to see that because this is a disaster. We have grown way too much talent at this point. But I think we'll be fine. So Dwight Smith Jr. down to a 74 from a 76. You know what? Almost got to call up Killaroff and keep him up here, honestly. Actually, what I would do is I would instead keep up Manny Delgado. That's the man I'm going with. 21 years old, 78 overall. He'll be up. And we'll trade Dwight Smith Jr. But for now, Dwight Smith stays. And Josh Naylor has earned himself a spot with the Toronto Blue Jays. After you see here, going 1 homer, 2 RBIs, 214 batting average. I like what I see. And we just need to add him an outfield position and we'll be good. That's where we were trying him this time. So we'll get him an outfield position, and there you go. That's today's episode, boys. The Blue Jays in bad shape, good shape, whatever you want to call it, first base, and we will get him out in left field and right field. Good enough with me. There you go, boys. Thank you so much for tuning back into Dolynny TV. It's been my pleasure to be back with you, boys. Ooh, can you smell NHL 19? I can too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys in the next one.